folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. We haven't been in this hive number 1 for a while. It was reduced after winter and we need to get in there and check it out and see what's going on with it. I noticed there's not a lot of activity out front, so we need to make sure it's not a dead out or it's absconded or infested with small hive beetles or wax moths. It's a little early for wax moths, but I've been seeing some hive beetles here and there. So let's get in there and check it out and figure out what we need to do with it. See bees here, that's a good sign. Ooh, that one was mad. So what I'm seeing is not very good. I see bees from here to here, and then a few stragglers. I'm gonna press down on this, get out of there, beetle trap. They're acting like there's beetles under there. Nope, I didn't get any. So there's some honey on the very outside. I need to rotate that around so it'll be closer to them. Looks to me this hive has a bunch of old comb in it. We probably need to get it out of here. There's a little bit of nectar in that one. Okay, there's just an old empty frame. Old yucky frame. There's some pollen. So there's pollen and basically empty and a little bit of pollen. Here's a heavy pollen frame, so hopefully the next one will be brood, because you want your pollen right next to the brood. Ah, there went a hive beetle. Yeah, so we've got uncapped larvae here and a few eggs. This frame here is foundationless, so it's one that I got from a swarm and rubber banded their comb in there. Here's some spotty brood and some pollen. Not many bees in here. I don't think this was a split. I think this is a weak hive reduced. There's a few larvae here. Some of these larvae don't look healthy. Probably because there's not enough bees to take care of them. I see evidence of a queen though. I just don't see a queen. Not yet anyway. It's all nectar and a little bit of pollen. I'm seeing about a hive beetle or two per frame and pollen. I think a lot of this pollen, there's a lot of hive beetles right there. I think this pollen is from another hive, and I've just put this in here, or it's left over from when I reduced it. So let's go through here again and look for that queen. Ah, here she is. So she's marked red. She's last year's queen. She looks healthy. She's not performing very well. Okay, here's the plan for number 1. It's definitely not going to get a second deep. So what we need to do is reduce it down and get that queen some better frames in there so the bees can draw it out with some fresh comb that they can lay on. So everything in here is drawn out so she doesn't have any new stuff to pick from. So we'll fix that. They also need some more bees in here, but hopefully reducing it down will get them where they need to be. So, man, I hate to think about it, but you know, it's second week of May, and need to be thinking about how much time I have left in the year to get a hive big enough that can survive winter. So, seemed like spring just got here, right? But we need to get this taken care of, because if we leave it alone, it won't survive at all the way it is. So I'm going to go get a nuke box and be right back. Okay, here's the setup we got. Got my portable hive stand right here. I'm going to move this hive right here, and I want to put the nuke right here. And then I'm going to transfer the frames that I want in the nuke over. You can't do that, bend over like that, with a hive that's doing well, that's full. At least I can't. Now I'll put our nuke here on this stand. Nuke's too short for that. It's got a solid bottom board. And this is one that I built, so it may be hard to get 5 frames in there, but we'll give it a go. So the first frame we want for sure is the one that has the queen on it. Just set these aside for now. There she is. She's right there. So I brought with me some clean comb that's not very old, that I'm going to put right next to her. That comb is 2 years old. So now any frames that have where she's laid at all, I want those in there. So here's one with some emerging brood. Get that in there right next to them. That's 3. So here is nectar and pollen. I don't really like the looks of that. Let's see what else we've got to choose from, because we need nectar and pollen in there, or honey. That's almost all nectar. Pollen on the other side. So let's do this. Let's put this pollen frame here and the nectar on the outside as this frame here. And we'll see if we can get a 5th one in here. Well, I like that. Looks of that a lot better than that last one I just put in there. But there's not near as much nectar. So here's capped honey, and pretty good looking frame right there. So I'm going to put that on this side. So there's our 5 frames. So the rest of the bees in here I need to shake into this box. The ones that fly and don't go in there, oh wow, boy, that's pretty. There's some nectar on it too. Let's see what this one looks like and compare, see which one we go with. I'm going to take this one out. So we're going back with a nice pollen, and we're in the nectar flow right now, and they had honey on this frame. So they got carbohydrates and a lot of protein with this nice looking pollen here. Got just a few more bees to shake in over here. That's it for hive number 1. Got them reduced. We'll check on them in a week and see how they're doing. Give me a thumbs up on the video if you liked it. You can give me a thumbs up if you didn't like it too. That'd be cool. We'll catch you all on the next video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Y'all take care.